Oh, are we going? There we go. Hey everyone, EQ2 here, and as promised, I am attempting to do a video with my one eye. I probably look really ridiculous right now. I've got a sock tied around my glasses, so even if my eye opens up, it won't make my vision split into 1,000 pieces. So what we're doing here is we're sitting here waiting for the Balin spawn, because as you know, this is the Heroes Festival, and we have to beat up the various puppets. In fact, where is it? Mischievous Champion, yeah, so you gotta defeat the 5 puppets. And as you can see, I've defeated Trachanon, the Gym Master, Darthar, and Ronthir. The only one I have left is Balin. And, well, we made a valiant attempt last night, but no one showed up. There was just 3 of us, and the time ran out. So here we are, waiting in the Eidolon jungle. Yeah, what more can I say about Balin? He's not here. There used to be a quest that you pick up in the cities from, what was the NPC's name? Rosalind, I think it is. She would give you a quest to actually go out and kill all 5 of the puppets, and doing so would give you some extra tokens. Where are those tokens? Where's the P key for that matter? There we go. Currency, yeah, here we go. I think you got an extra 10 tokens for completing the quest. Yay. This is the currency you need to buy things from the merchant. However, I have not found that quest this year. What I did find, however, last night is that now the zone will send out an announcement letting you know when the puppet is close to spawning. I don't know when exactly it starts, but last night I know it did this one at 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then boom, he appeared. And it's like, okay, so maybe they did that instead. You can still hail the NPC, but she didn't give me a quest this time. She just told me the tale of that particular puppet. And the tale is kind of like the story so far. What the Heroes Festival is just going back over the story up till that point in the expansion timeline. So this one will be all the way up to Chains of Eternity. What happened thus far? Blah 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 blah. And then Balin showed up and blah blah blah, and you kicked his ass. The end. Yay! That's a great retelling of the EverQuest 2 storyline, basically. Although, as far as I can tell, they haven't added anything past Balin, so we don't have Lannis Taville or any of the others that have come in, so don't know why they haven't done that. Probably because they're lazy. Yeah, that's right, calling you out again, Sony. You're lazy, screw you. I'm missing an eye. What's your excuse, assholes? So, yeah. I am going to cut this here because I have no idea how long it's going to take this guy to spawn. I've been here for 20 minutes just doing various stuff, like transmuting what little gear that I can and just kind of, you know, trying to get used to having one eye. It's really fun. No, it's not. I don't like it. Hopefully it will heal. I'm hoping that it's just like a scratch on the cornea or something like that, which will heal normally. But it might not be. And if this is something I'm going to have to live with, I'm not going to be very happy for the rest of my life. I can tell you that right now. But hey, at least I've already got the name for it, huh? So yeah, I'll pick this back up once he spawns, and then we'll get right to it, and you'll see you'll see me defeat the final puppet. Now, there's this achievement for it, and then there's also Trachanon's Respite, Gym Master's Reprieve, Ronthir's Reprise, Darthar's Reprise, and then Balin's Reprise. Oh, I'm sorry, not Respite, Reprise. So I'm not sure why they did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 for all 5. It's kind of weird. So I will see you then. So stay tuned. Okay, so we've got the message now that he will arrive in 3 minutes, and as you can see, the timer has already started, which I think is bullshit, Sony. He doesn't even spawn before the timer starts. I mean, hey. The extra couple of minutes that we would have had last night would have made a difference. I said there was only like 3 of us there, and we still got him down to just about 50% before the time ran out. So, yeah. Two minutes. See? Alright. Yeah, what the hell? Let's bring out the mercenary. Don't want to take any chances. Come on, Kieran, let's do this. We're just waiting for Balin to show up is what we're doing here. Ow. Yeah, we've already got a lot more people than we had last night. Oops, that's not the P key, that's the O key. That's right, I still need to find a second appearance weapon for my character. Oh, and lest I forget, Erican, half dragon, half elf, female. There you go. Dirge. What's that guy wearing over there? I don't think I've seen that cloak before. Sublesian Cloak of the Gathering? The name is familiar, but it could just be my eye too. Huh. Interesting. But prepare yourselves. And before we get started, this is the armor I was talking about, the armor you can buy with the tokens. I mentioned it in one of my last videos, can't remember which one. Okay, come on, Balin. He spawns in Eidolon Jungle, right up here. Oh, there he is. Get him, guys! Ah! Don't mess around, just get in there and kick his ass. Alright, we're just going to wail on him. I apologize, this video is not going to be very exciting. It's just going to be me beating on this little patchwork puppet of Balin. He's the highest level of the batch, 95 times 4. He got lots and lots of hit points, as I can tell you. A couple years back, they didn't actually have a time limit for you to kill him. They were up for, you know, a long time, over an hour. I know it was over an hour because it took me just under an hour to kill him. I was the only one here. Yes, I actually soloed one of these puppets. It took a very fucking long time. It wasn't exactly fun, but that's the only reason I stayed here last night. I didn't realize that we had such a short amount of time to kill them. They're up a lot more often now, which I guess is nice, but not when no one shows up. We had a bunch of people whining and complaining because there weren't any puppets up, so we let them know that Balin was up, and like I said, we ran out of time because no one bothered to show up. And then about 20 minutes after all that happened, people were whining and complaining because no one would show up to help them with the next puppet. It's like, hey, we told you about the last one, you didn't show up, screw you. You should have heard the whining. Yesterday was not a good day for general chat. I ended up ignoring more people yesterday alone than I have in the last 4 or 5 months put together. I mean, it was just, good God, the whining and just the sheer level of stupid. I logged on to about 15 minutes of I call it poop humor, but they actually, it wasn't even humorous. They were just talking about pooping a lot. And it's like, you know, as someone with Crohn's disease, I don't really need to hear that shit. So I was just like, ban this person, ban this person, ban this person, ban this person. I don't want to hear them anymore because they're not impressing me with their intelligence or their maturity. Then later it was just people shit-talking each other and being jackasses. And for the most part I was just like, yeah. Luckily that's the eye that doesn't work, so I can mostly ignore it. Except when I'm sitting there just beating on a puppet for 40 minutes. Or 30 minutes or whatever it is. 30 minutes. And then I'm kind of like focused right on that part of the screen. I'm like, oh wow. And that's when I realized that I don't have my manastone on this character yet. I actually ran out of power last night. Had to use one of my special manastones. Overclocked manastone. It has a 10% chance to decrease your power by 12%. That's the con. The pro is that it has a 90% chance to increase your power by 40%. Cannot be critically applied, but it's nice when you're out of power. After all, when you're out of power, you don't really care if you lose 12% of your power, because you don't have any power. But 40% of your power is a helpful little boost. Oh yeah, we're going a lot faster now than last night. I mentioned that there were only 3 of us, but what I didn't mention is for the first, I think, 25 minutes, I was the only one of the 3 of us. There was one other person there who was just, who I don't know what level they were, but I mean, they were just casting spells like it was going out of style. I was just throwing out combat arts, and that health was not moving. But like I said, after about 25 minutes, 2 other people showed up, and then the health started dropping substantially faster. It's not to say that it just dropped down like a rock. No, it went down. It was like 90%, 85%, 80%, 75%, 70%, 65, 60%, and it was in the 50% when we ran out of time. We hadn't quite reached 55%, which was a shame. But hey, it was a valiant effort. If this were Ultima 5, the kindly old man would have appeared and granted me a level for my valiant deeds. But this isn't Ultima 5, and he didn't appear and grant me a level. Jerk. You'd think after all the times I've saved Britannia, he could spot me a level every now and then. Oh wait, no he couldn't. I'm level 100. Ha ha. He could give me an ascension level. No, I really should work on my ascension. Problem is, I just keep getting sicker and sicker, and I don't know when the next one's going to hit me. And right now I'm waiting for my eye to come back, but I don't know, something else can happen. You know, I could wake up tomorrow missing an arm. Wouldn't that be cool? It kind of puts a damper on my enthusiasm for trying to progress, because I never know when it's going to all come to a grinding halt. Plus side is I can still play Assassin's Creed. Yay, so at least I'll get to finish that one. That would be nice. You know, since I did just buy it and all, it's like, okay. Luckily, having one eye doesn't affect my ability to climb up walls and whatnot to find all the viewpoints. And Egypt's still pretty. Although I wish they'd used a varied color palette, because it's really difficult to see things when everything is so similar. Like they use yellow for like objective markers on the desert background. Yeah, because you know, looking out at the sand in high noon means that I really want to be looking for a little yellow dot someplace. That's really helpful. Thanks there, Ubisoft. Once again, fuck you, idiots. I'd also be more impressed if the game weren't just a wannabe Far Cry. Don't get me wrong, Far Cry was fun and all, but I didn't buy Far Cry, did I? No, I bought Assassin's Creed. I therefore wanted to play Assassin's Creed. And pow, he's down. You got all those little tokens. And now let's take a look at my achievements. Where's she at? Okay, Mischievous Champion. There's another one for the test server. Again, not quite sure why they did 2, but hey, there you have it. Development kudos. But what's that? Ooh, it's an infuser. I should probably sound less sarcastic when I say that, but honestly, I'm not overly impressed. Hey, look, Grapes of Wrath Beast. It's a mount. What type of mount is it? What's it look like? It's probably a leaper. Look, you too can ride on a purple spotted cow thing. Yay, they are way too impressed with reusing their same old character models. But, hey, it's Sony, right? Oh look, we can go someplace else now, yay. Travel to Dreamland, get me the hell out of here. Take me to the sands. Why the sands? I don't know, just because I want to go to the sands. But anyhow, yeah, that was the last mob I needed for the Heroes Festival, and that was a pretty good taste of what all the mobs are like for the Heroes Festival. Thing you need to understand about them is they cannot hurt you. They can't hurt you. It doesn't matter that they're epic. It doesn't matter what their level is. All you need to do to get credit is get on their hate list, i.e. do damage. If you can't do damage, one of the best ways to do it is to go to your alternate advancement dragon tree and find, if you're a fighter or a scout, there is an ability like this one right here, adds damage to evade. There's also one for fighters that adds damage to their taunts. And throw that off. That usually will be enough to get you on their hate list. But you basically just need to do damage. If you can't do damage, well then move on to a different puppet. You're probably too low of a level. But like I said, they can't hurt you. In the past, people thought they could because there was equipment that you could get from the Tears of Ishana expansion. It's a wrist piece. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I think it was the Rhenium bracelet or something like that. It had a proc on it that would do a very large amount of damage to creatures in area of effect, and by creatures that included allies. And that is what people thought was the puppet. It wasn't the puppet. It was some asshole hadn't taken his equipment off and was killing you. So send thanks to you, your nearest neighborhood selfish prick. I might have it. Do I have it on? I don't think I do have it on. Not on this character anyways. No, this character doesn't have it. But you could also get it from the Tranquil Sea timeline when you're out fighting for the Uzrak. Well, here, let me just teleport over real fast. You know what I'm talking about. Tranquil Sea. I'll show you where on the map. Yeah, look, it's a Bixie. The big-ass morning star, and she's gonna smack you in the head with it. Okay. This is the Tranquil Sea. And if you go way up here, this is where the Uzrak are. When you're up here questing for these guys up here, one of the things you can get is I think it's called Gorier's Rage or something like that, because that's the tribe that you're working for, the Gorier. It does the same thing as that same bracelet. Mind you, this is part of the Altar of Malice timeline, so it came after Tears of Ishan. But if you're doing Tears of Ishan, you can get one from there too. And again, that thing will it procs randomly, and it just does damage to everything around you, and that includes your companions. And when I say damage, I'm not talking like 5 or 10k. I'm talking like 200k. And I believe it can critically apply, so it could hit for over 1 million sometimes, and it would wipe people out. So you're fighting a level 20 mob. There's a bunch of level 20 people that are with you. Bam! Everyone's dead, and everyone thinks that Darathar did it. Nope, it was you, because your ring or your bracelet procced. So keep that in mind. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time. I don't know where, don't know when, don't know how well I'll be able to see. I think my eye is getting a little better. I can't be sure. I did notice last night while I was playing Assassin's Creed that occasionally my eye would kind of, like I said, it's in a rebellious phase, so even though I'm trying to hold it closed, sometimes it just kind of cracks open. Well, it will do that every now and then, and I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like I can see the void, because like I said, I've got this sock wrapped around my glasses. I had that brilliant idea last night, like, hey, instead of this receipt which just keeps falling out, why don't I take a sock, wrap it around the one lens that I can't really use, and try that. It kind of works, but every now and then just enough light comes through and my eye will crack open a little bit, and boosh. It's like that. Like I said, that person mentioned being able to see the fluid as it moves through your eyes. It's kind of like that, only like a really deep purple, and it kind of reminds me of the void. It's like, whoa, it's like I'm in the void. I'm in the obelisk of Axul, but I can't get my little plat chest. Damn it! I could use a plat chest right about now, because then I could probably hire someone to drive me down to Walmart so I could buy some stuff, because I am running out of food. I'm a little nervous about that. Hopefully my eye gets well enough that I can make that trip, but I don't know. That's not going to be a fun experience. Even if it does, it's not going to be fun, because I'll be paranoid about it. But we'll see. So I'll keep you posted. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Laters. Hopefully by then I'll have my manastone. Laters.